Hi, Irving and Samantha. So I put together a little video for you guys to cover a new feature in the Ecom software. And I thought it might be easier than to do this in a conference call, just to put together a video. I'm sorry there's some bird noises coming here, but I'm sure you can filter that out. So bear with me, because this is the first time I record a video like this. Basically, what this feature does, it's a different, like, when you add products to the bucket, it's a new way of doing it. Instead of putting it into the bucket, you put it into something called mission control. And what that does is that when I receive, or when you do the listings and I approve them, it's an easy way to go through the listings. I'm not exactly sure how we will make it easier yet, but we'll find out by using it. But it's supposed to be good. What I really like about it is if there is something wrong with a listing, and sometimes this happens, then I can go in and I can make notes and I can tell you why the listing is not good, and I can just send it back to you. So so it's good for that. At least, that's a very good feature. So I'm going to go over to sharing my screen. And let's see. Okay. So let's go over to Ecom. So let's say that we have the Ecom dashboard. We'll start up from the very beginning. So when you use this new beta feature, because it's a beta feature, it means that it's still under development. So it's not available to everyone yet, but you can access it. And the way you access it, the first step is that when you log in, or after you logged in, instead of just continuing with the listings, you see here on the menu on the left-hand side, normally we would go in here and we would do the opportunity finder or whatever. We need to change something. And that's up here. You see where it says app. You need to change that to DEV. So you take out the app and you type in DEV. That stands for development. So that's the development version of the software. So when companies develop softwares, they usually have one beta version, which is they're working on, and then they have, the regular version. But we need to go into the development version in order to access this feature. And you see, then we have something here on the left-hand side that we didn't have before, and that's called mission control. I'm going to click on it. It's empty right now because we haven't been using it. So now I'll pretend that I am listing. Okay, I open up this opportunity finder, which I know you haven't been trained on yet, Samantha, but Irving will train you on that. So in this case, I did a search already, and this is on Halloween decorations. I'm sorting it by the most profitable. So let's say I wanted to list this product right here. The first thing I do is I hover the cursor over the picture. I see they're the same picture. I'm going to skip the verification right now. I'm just going to, we're going to pretend that this is a good listing, that I already run the profitability on it and all that stuff that you know how to do. Okay. If I wanted to approve it, I mean, when you're listing it, basically, you would click on this button. This is nothing new to mission control so far. This is stuff you've already been doing. And then you see you would fill in the SKU number. I'm just going to make something up. That would be 170807. And I'm just going to put example. And then, well, actually, I might as well list it since I'm already here. So that would be 170907. And that would be Walmart, SS, and then let's see what we call this. We call it Jack. And then I needed a SKU number, so let's see if I can grab that. Control C. Go and see if I can find. Well, I might as well do this properly, right? So I'm going to run the variations on it. Walmart variations. Open a new window. And then this is the Walmart listing. Just in case there are variations, we should always do this. So there's only one variations. This is the SKU number that I was looking for. So I am going to go back here. And I already entered the first part. And we'll start over again. 1709 7. And then what I was looking for was this last part of the SKU number. So again, nothing new here so far. Make sure that we close that gap here. And then handling time, I need to double check the listing, and then it looks like that ships out. Sold and shipped by Walmart. Well, this is a bad example because shipping is not available. So we're just going to pretend that it is, okay? I'm going to delete this later. So I put in the handling time of 4. And then assuming that I've done all the other work I'm supposed to be doing, which you guys know by now, see now there's a new button. Instead of saying add to bucket, it said add to mission control. Okay? So I'm going to click add to mission control. Right? Now let's say we were not using the opportunity finder. Let's say we were actually using the sourcing calculator. So that's there. So on the sourcing calculator, I would do, you guys know the drill by now. I would put this in here. I would put the ASIN number. I'm just going to make something up. And then I still put the Amazon quantity to 0 because it hasn't been approved yet. Okay. And then I add it to mission control. Now, now we've done this. I've done this. I would go into mission control. I would actually expect to see 2 of them here. For some reason, only 1 of them show up. And it looks like that's the one I did through the opportunity finder. But anyway, when you've added it here, it's basically the same as adding it to the bucket, except that it doesn't get erased. And then when I approve it, so this would say your name here, right? I would look at it when I review it. And assuming that everything looks good, I would compare the listings, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then I could just either just approve it by checking here and approve it, or I could go in here and I could say, for example, items do not match. And I could say, hello, Irving and Samantha. These items match. Please correct. And then that would return. I click return. Now it disappears from mission control. Well, I also added one via the sourcing calculator. I don't know why that doesn't show up, but probably because I didn't do the listing correctly. So this is the way we'll do it from now on. Instead of using the bucket, put it into mission control, and it will be easier for us to monitor and control listing on this side. Okay. Don't think things change too much on your end, except that you don't have to worry about the bucket. So it removes one step, I guess. So hope that you guys found this helpful. And I'm going to see if I can end this video. If you have any questions, hit me up in Glip, okay? And there we are. Okay, guys, take care.